Hi, I'm Dr. Rajani. Thanks for joining me for Raji's quick clip. Today I'm talking Ulthera. A lot of people have a lot of questions on non-surgical facelifts, how to lift the face without surgery, and they hear about Ulthera and they know it's about $2,000 to $5,000. It's a procedure. Some people talk that it hurts a little bit. We're going to go into it today. I'll show you kind of the basic premise behind it. Is it worth it? Should you do it? Are you a good candidate? Let's do a Raji's quick clip so you understand Ulthera in 3 seconds. So remember, if you like the videos, click like. It helps us in the algorithm. I can bring you more videos. Subscribe. I do a few videos every week. I don't make money off the channel. It's mainly for education. We have a group here, so your comments are so key to help everyone else because people read through the comments to get other people's opinion. So subscribe, and then I have playlists on everything. So today we're talking Ulthera. You can look at our playlist that talks about skincare, non-surgical facelifts, the neck, PDO threads. Everyone wants to know about threads. Combining these procedures and how does that happen. So join us here and make sure you become part of our community. So Ulthera, been around for a long time. The first machines I remember seeing and trying around 2008, 2007 maybe, is when I remember it. Before that, there was Thermage. Many people know about radio frequency, RF energy, which is an electrical form of energy. Ulthera, like the name implies, is ultrasound type of energy. Now, if you go to Asia, you get off the plane. Before you get off the plane, if you take an Air Asia plane or a plane, the overhead bins are advertising HIFU. So you might see that, high frequency ultrasound. It's common. So Ulthera is a brand of a procedure, a device that provides high frequency ultrasound in order to tighten the skin and give you the non-surgical facelift. Does that exist? It's a good question. You can watch my video on how to look 10 years younger and have other ones on high frequency ultrasound versus radio frequency, or like an Ulthera versus Thermage head-to-head video you can watch on this channel. But ultrasound is a way to produce heat that's using that ultrasound energy, and there's different heads on the device. That means that you can go to different depths to go to the deeper layers. And what a lot of people target, you're going to hear something called SMAS, which is a layer that's used during a facelift. It's a fibrous layer that's thought to be very important because when it sags and gets lax, you get sagging of the skin. And that's when people think they want a facelift or non-surgical facelift, they just lift like that. That's all I want, doc, that. Okay, and we say, well, boy, we'll look at angles, folds, fillers, all these things. What ultrasound does, and heating, is targeting different layers, so superficial. Some people target the fat, and that's where you'll see, and I know when this video goes up, we're going to see comments about fat loss. They'll say, hey, I had Thermage or high frequency ultrasound or Ulthera. I lost all the fat in my face, never looked the same. It's like saying I had a laser and I was burned and was never the same. Absolutely possible, because it's not about the laser burning you. Laser does burn. That's what it does. It's no surprise. The person running the laser, and it may not even be their fault, extraneous circumstances like pigment changes and so on can lead to burns. Similarly, if you say, Ulthera, what did you target? Did you target the fat layer and you got shrinking of the fat? That can happen. Same with radio frequency. So different transducers will go to different depths to do different things. The technician, the doctor, the nurse, the PA, whoever's running your device, it's all important that they know their device, they've used it before, they know what you want, what are the results. Because imagine, getting fat gone from the edge of the mouth here is a pretty good thing. I want mine gone. But having fat removed here, and I just dissolved my under eye filler, I know it's a hollow. I don't like it that it's a hollow. I'm going to use PRF, and I'm going to add to it instead of my filler. I've had filler there for 5 years ago. Kept coming to the surface. Now there's a tear trough hollow. I'll deal with that, do the PRF, fill it. But people, when we had Thermage, some of the eye tips for Thermage, and you can target it with high frequency ultrasound, would get rid of the fat there. And people don't like it. And having a hollow under eye for me right now, I can see I don't like it. I'm going to improve it, and I have a plan, but Thermage or high frequency radial ultrasound could be part of that plan, but I certainly don't want to target the fat layer and get a deeper hollow. So you see, it's not about the device. The device is a tool. The person running the device is real important, like a car. A car can be great, get you around. It can be a killer if you don't know how to drive it. So high frequency ultrasounds use to tighten. How does it work? By heating the tissue, denaturing the proteins, the collagen. It helps when the collagen reforms, make it stronger after it's denatured. You build more collagen, and the idea is you get tightening. And that's why vectors are important. They talk, especially with high frequency ultrasound and Ulthera, about treating proper vectors at different depths to get the pull that you want, okay? And remember, if there's a hollow, you just need a filler too. It's not just, you can't just pull skin. It's a combination of everything, but high frequency ultrasound can play a role. I like it. It's technician dependent. Now you know. Now, what's the satisfaction rate? This is a great thing to talk about, because especially on forums that you can rate different procedures, or your doctors to see if you like them, but you can rate procedures, the worth it rating. It can easily be 30% happy people, or it could be 95% happy people. If someone's selling a procedure for the sake of selling and collecting money, they want everyone to do it, it's going to have a 30% satisfaction. If you choose your patient correctly, treat the right patient with the right expectations, you're going to have a 90% satisfaction rate with a good operator, or I'll just use the word technician. Okay, so it's not the device that was bad. If someone has too much sagging skin, don't do it. If you have a hollow face you want to fill and do plasma sculpt, Sculptra fillers first. It's not just skin tightening then, it's filling the hollows is more important first. The heat will not melt our plasma sculpt or Sculptra or our fillers. They melt at a much higher temperature. So, but if you are going to get both, it's nice to do the heating first and then do the fillers. But if you're picking and choosing, most people are going to have a higher satisfaction with something like plasma sculpt or full face rejuvenation with collagen biostimulators. So that's high frequency ultrasound. You have to pick the candidate right. You need the right machine with the right technician with the right expectations, and then it's a home run. I want to know your experience. What have you done that you've liked? Have you had Ulthera? Are there other devices you like better? Like the video, most importantly, subscribe, and join me here for continued helpful tips. Keep your skin and body beautiful, healthy, and vibrant.